Oh my god. And once again, I am struggling to stay awake for whatever reason. Alright, let's plug these headphones in. I'm so glad I got an audio cord. Oh yeah. I'm gonna stay awake for as much as I can. I'm gonna get back to where I last left off, and if not, I'm gonna have to do the unfortunate sin of opening a walkthrough. Which I have done before. Not proud of it. But at the same time, I would like to know how to get past this one part. And you know what? Just for safety's sake, I will pull up this walkthrough that I had before, Justice for All, Episode 5, Part 5 guide. Alright. So. The counter. Okay, it's fine. That's probably the next part. Gets deleted. We heard the gunshot. Gets deleted. Pursue that. This testimony is pretty easy. Then pursue with Gregson. Wait, what? Pursue with Gregson. Hold on, what? Ah, crap. I also gotta... Yeah, I have a walkthrough open. Just for whatever reason. Okay, so continue. Start playing for the save game data. Yes. Okay, so now we last left off here. So let me just stop and think about this for a second. These two guys were talking about what happened behind the locked room. I don't know. I was way too tired to make sense of it yesterday because for me, it's just nothing but a lot of variables all at once. But if I can simplify it, basically, they heard a voice which they think is from Wendy Bank behind the storeroom door. Just before the gunshot, we heard a voice yelling out, "Give me that gun." So the real question is, who said that? And why? So, the fire found the position of the Skulking Brothers upon the arrest. There are signs of a single round that was fired. Huh. Give me that gun. So they don't know about a gun. Give me that gun. There are two guns that we know. It's the Skulking Brothers gun. The fire found in the position of the Skulking Brothers upon their arrest. So they surrendered it. But really, who said that? You know what? I'll actually go right through the walkthrough and find out. Consistency, blah da 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 da. Okay. Where's the proof demonstrating consistency? The testimony pretty easy. After that, you want to present the crime scene photograph at statement 3. The blow put on the place, pulled out a gun, so he should have just fired instead of yelling at the girl. Huh. The crime scene photograph at that. Didn't I already point at that? Because I feel like I already did that. Blow on the place was holding a gun, so he should have just fired instead of yelling at the girl. Really? The crime scene photograph here. Objection! Really? Didn't I not submit that before? Okay, so that was the one. Oh my god. Of all the other combinations I've done so far, I should have... So you're saying that on the night in question, the victim, Mr. Winnebank, was wielding a gun. Is that correct? Let's see it, Gov. You got the picture. Yeah, I do. Yes, now, she asked no question. I feel like we have another picture again. And yet, photographic evidence obtained immediately after the incident clearly shows that Mr. Winnebank was not holding a firearm of any description. Oh, crap. So that's what it was about. The idea is that these two thought Mr. Winnebank was the one that held the gun. Oh my god. I thought it was like a misunderstood misidentification at some point. You what? Gordon Bennett, that ain't right.
Objection!
There can be no question that the victim's revolver was used in the incident. I will remind the court that Mr. Winnebank's gun was found at the scene. Now Not only was it identified as the murder weapon, but it was found in the accused's hand!
But why did they think Mr. Winnie? Yeah, that Tuller used the victim's own gun to finish him off. Give me that gun! BAM! Kind of thing. Just like that.
Hold it!
No, but you guys thought he had the gun. See exactly where you are, right there. Eh? Oh no, eh? The crime had taken place as you so colorfully described in your testimony. It would give rise to an undeniable and significant inconsistency in the final moments you just acted out.
Goodness! Are you sure, counsel? You intrigue me, my learned friend. But let's see some evidence to support your claim. Where's the proof that demonstrates this inconsistency in the witness' portrayal of the victim's final moments?
Okay. Well, if these guys were portraying the victim and the accused as facing each other, that would be contrary to the autopsy report. A report prepared by Scotland Yard coroner confirms that instant death due to a single bullet wound from the back. So here,
Take that!
they were facing each other. According to the testimony, the witnesses claim to have heard a shout of "Give me that gun," followed by the gunshot.
Indeed, with the two events happening almost simultaneously, or so we've been led to believe.
Yes, that's right. Now, if that testimony is true, it would mean that the moment of death, the victim and his attacker would have been facing each other. However, in the autopsy report, it clearly states that the victim died instantly after being shot from behind. So, as I stated before, there is an undeniable inconsistency in your testimony, Mr. Skulkin. Yeah! Yeah! But, it's got around this doof. It isn't as it is. What he was shot that time. The shopkeeper had a gun in his hand and we saw it with our own bleeding eyes. Did I hear you just right now? You actually saw Mr. Winnemake holding a gun? Something like that. I must have slipped out. Ladies and gentlemen, you've all just heard the admission by these two witnesses that on the night in question, they actually saw, with their own eyes, the victim wielding a gun. Which can only mean that despite their testimonies to the contrary, the Skulkin brothers must have encountered the victim in person! Yeah! It's really hard to voice act two people at once.
Order! Order! Order!
Dang it.
Witnesses, explain yourselves at once!
Well, the thing is, we weren't supposed to,
What? It would seem that my previous warning fell on deaf ears. I made it quite clear that false witness would be the death of you. Am I to understand that you replaced the untruth in your original testimony with renewed lies?
Ever so sorry, Governor. Truth is, we, Cut it out, Nash! Cut it out! If we blab now, you know what it'll do to us. Okay. Who are they talking about? Who are they talking about?
Let me make your position here perfectly clear. You will talk. There is no other option available to you.
Okay. What do you want to us? So who are they talking about? Van Zeeks! Both the judge and Van Zeeks want these two to talk. But there's one person that who they're referring to as a he doesn't want them to talk. Who could they be referring to? Male character, not Sholmes. This person has not been brought up yet. Not Strongheart. So Gregson. Bruv, come on, the game's up. What? You'll have a ghost for garters. The case isn't quite sunk in yet, no matter how hard you try to hide it. The truth will come out.
On the night in question, it is now apparent that you brothers met face to face with the victim. I demand that you testify again to explain the precise circumstances in which meeting took place.
Do we have to? Yeah.
Yes, you have, you damn it! On pain of death. I suggest you make yourselves fully aware that this is your very last chance to tell the truth.
Ooh, death penalty if you don't tell the truth. Encounter with the victim. Alright, so I just got inside the gaff and received that dire relief when the geezer showed his monk. Even I got a knee bellowed and then he flew at us like he was possessed. I thought we'd had it. But I know the geezer, the bloke was strong as an ox. He chucked me over the counter. I pulled me gun on him, and then he made it through the door into the back room. Whenever I was enough able to kill him, that's what all happened, I swear.
So you're now telling us that moments before the victim was killed in the story, you in fact encountered him in the main part of the shop?
Well, yeah. Sorry.
Well, we find ourselves in an interesting juncture. This changes matters considerably.
But honest, Governor, this time. This time, we got nothing more to hide.
Very well, counsel for the defense. You may proceed with a cross-examination.
Yes, my lord. This is it, the moment I've been waiting for. Okay, now we made some progress. I don't know where to go from here, but where? Because things are really catching up now. What to do, I don't know. Just press everything. Got inside the gap and heave a sigh of relief. The gears are short his mug. Hold it! Double check everything. When you say geezer, I presume you meant the victim and proprietor of the shop, Mr. Winniebank? Hoorah, story! I mean, that's right! Was that almost a slip-up? We was keeping a close eye on the entrance to the gaff, obviously. But we never thought no one was gonna come out to the back room like that. Back room being the Comfort Brew storeroom. Yeah, that's must where they popped up from. Only place he could have been.
Well, it seemed the victim was already in the storeroom when his brothers entered the premises.
Which means Ginny must have been in there at that point as well. That doesn't make sense, does it? Ginny threatened Mr. Winniebank in the storeroom with her gun. Why would he have emerged at the same room all alone when the brothers arrived? Oh, I don't know. Did you see the accused at the time? What? That mole Tula? Couldn't tell you. No way, Cobber. We had bigger fish to fry then. I mean, the old leaders just lost it. I really feel like you're talking about someone else. Even I got knee bellowed, then he flew at us like he was possessed. I thought we'd had it. Hold it! I feel like you're talking about someone else. Mention that Mr. Winniebank showed those words in your previous testimony. However, you claim that you heard him yelling at him on the other side of the storeroom door. Oh, he did. The truth is, he was shouting those words at you, wasn't he? Yeah.
Was the victim Mr. Winniebank wielding a gun at the time?
Was he ever, blimey, know me? I got a hungry berry and put it straight at me front piece. Front teeth piece. So what you're saying is, you definitely saw Mr. Winniebank with a gun at the time, is that right? It is, Godfrey, it is. Spot on. Then all of a sudden, he came at us, he did. It was Metlem. I didn't know what he was going to do for. We were clearly all going for each other. Like Nash said, we thought we'd had it. I mean... But an old geezer in the books was stronger than an ox. He chucked me over the counter. Hold it! First I've heard, but... Yes, I know that you mentioned the counter in your previous testimony, too. Well, yeah, of course we did. He knocked over a load of books, a candlestick, and some skull with a knot. I'll go take a look at the metal unit. Would walked over the picture frame, would knock them on the scales on the floor. So in fact, it wasn't the sound of the gunshot that shocked you and made you knock those things off the counter. Well, Big Bro here went flying over the counter like a gunshot, I can tell you. Then the old geezer pinned him. Big Bro? He did, Nash, he did. If you hadn't been there, the blow would have flattened me like a blooming pancake in seconds. Big Bro.
At the time in question, the alarm was raised at the local police station via secret cable from the pawnbroker. There was a button on the counter used to activate it, which was presumably pressed by the victim.
That's right. The brothers fled the scene, back towards the street. They ran straight into the arriving police, didn't they? Oh, Mr. Winniebank, he did everything he could to protect his shop. I pulled me gun on him, and then he legged it through the door into the back room. Hold it! Were you intending to shoot Mr. Winniebank? Nah, never. I was, just, you know... looking out for the above, weren't I? He was being flattened, don't forget. By a man whose shop was being burgled, yes.
And then the man fled the storeroom when you pointed your gun at him. Is that it?
Yeah, that's it. He shoved me away, then ran off through the door and shut himself in. There's something about that last remark. Something that doesn't quite ring true. Huh. I don't know. There's something up. Why would he run through the storeroom? I wonder why Mr. Winniebank ran into the storeroom. What? Well, according to what everyone was saying, Ginny was in there waiting for him, with a gun. Ah, yes, that's right. Ginny allegedly used Mr. Winniebank's gun to threaten him and force him open to the storeroom door. In which case, how did the gun end up in Mr. Winniebank's hands again? I have no idea. That is strange, isn't it? This little inconsistency could be significant. I should make a mental note of it. Look, the point is, me and me brought up here. That's right, Nash, that's right. Me and me brought up here. We never had nothing to do with killing him. That's what happened, I swear. Hold it! You say you had nothing to do with it. Nothing at all. Nothing, Gum, nothing! The old geezer opened and shut himself in the back room, didn't he? Locked he was from the inside. We knew what it was, because we tried to open it. But it's a decent door, that one. Good and strong, wouldn't budge an inch.
So in the end, the situation remains unchanged. Inside the storeroom with the pawnbroker, there was only one other person. The sole person who could have possibly have shot the victim, the accused, Miss Gina Lestrade.
Ah.
What indeed appears so? What says to that, counsel?
I don't know. Was there anyone else apart from Gina who could possibly have shot Mr. Winniebank? There could have been. I'm just gonna say there is, because otherwise we're back at square one. Okay. They keep mentioning someone else. There could have been. Mr. Skulkin? Eh, what? What's that looking for? From the moment you admitted that you encountered the victim face to face that night, the course of this trial changed completely. It did.
What is your point, my learned friend?
The question we must answer is, who could have shot Mr. Winniebank? It is a belief of the defense that the defendant is not the only possible answer at all. So now we're really gonna have to get to it.
You have my attention. In that case, let us return to this plan of the premises. The victim was killed in the storeroom, which was locked from the inside. Those are the facts, so pray, what are the possible answers to the question of who shot the man could it be?
Okay. This is where we get to the cream of the crop. There is one other person. And the reason why I'm saying this is because if we look at the log, apart from Gina, I don't know, could have shot Mr. Winnymink. Okay, so there was something where they mentioned something else. Shoved me away, ran through, being burgled, yes, but there was a part. They kept mentioning, there was a slip up that I think, was it Ringo? The Mario character? Just Ringo. That he kept saying, who else could it have possibly been? Oh yeah, and then he kept saying yes. There was a minor slip up that Ringo kept doing. And it's like, there was another person on site. Okay, so...
Counsel! You must now provide answers to the court in respect to 2 conundrums.
2, my lord. Twice as many chances to be right, maybe.
Indeed, namely, from what location did the culprit shoot the victim? And fourth, more. Where was the victim at the time?
Understood, my lord. Okay. Let's stop and think about this for a second. Sit down to a single boon from the back. No other visible signs of trauma. Instant death from posterior bullet wound to the heart. Body entered the bullet from the back and diagonal trajectory. Okay. Well, you gotta stop and think about this. Where was the victim at the time, and where was he shot from? Oh crap. Not entirely sure, but there's one thing I'm sure about. If I can prove that there's a credible new alternative to what happened, it would change Gina's perspective hugely.
So now, time for some clarity. Show the court this plan, the answers to the questions posed by his lordship.
If I don't get this...
If you believe someone else could have killed the victim, indicate from where the person could have fired the gun.
He was fired... Let's stop and think about this for a second. Because he was fired from a diagonal point. So, shows found murdered in the storeroom. Shows a single bullet. Shot in the back. So it was from his left. Okay, so if you look at the plan... he was shot... He was facing the other way. If he... Let's stop and think about this for a second. Because this is where I need to use some brain cells. He died instantly from where he stood. So... if he was shot diagonally... If he died from there, that means he would have been shot... Single bullet wound from the back. Let me double check. Bullet wound to the heart entered the body from the back on a gently rising diagonal trajectory. So in other words, it was from the back right up to his heart. So in other words, it would have been inside the storeroom from where the two... You know what? I'm going to take a bit of a leap of faith, and if not, then obviously use the walkthrough. Because he died instantly. So I'm thinking it could have been from here!